clear
All
that
right.
place, I'll give you the codes, okay?
Okay.
Your code would be 85762. I repeat, it's 85762. Five numbers. That's your code.
Okay. 89762. And then
No,
I
it's
hit
eight
to
five eight
do I
five,
hit to well hold on a
sir.
minute. I'm saying, do I hit the enter button after I put in that
No, no,
number?
listen, you got a wrong
Because
code.
it's not
Listen,
doing. I hit the enter button, ain't nothing happened yet.
sir, it's 85, not 89.
Oh.
85762.
Oh, well, yeah, you said it wrong the first time. Okay. And now there's a little what do you call it? Hold on a
Yes, a
second.
box kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like a box. The name would be supportclient.exe. Do you see that?
yes. Yes.
Open it.
It
Give a double
downloaded
click
the
and
dadgum
open it.
thing onto my computer. I don't know
Yes.
what's
So that would help you to get connect with our secure server. Okay.
okay.
When you see the option to open, give a click on that. And if your computer is asking you to, do you want to allow this? Give a click on yes. Okay.
Okay.
If you don't understand
It
anything, you can ask
says,
me.
do you want to
Hit yes.
allow
Hit
the
yes. Hit
following
yes.
program to
Hit
make
yes.
changes to your
Hit yes.
computer? And then it's got
Yes. Sir, hit yes.
what?
Hit yes. Hit
Okay,
yes.
hit yes. All right.
Okay. Now what do you got next? Can you tell me?
My computer's like working real hard. I don't know what the hell that is. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Okay, now there's a deal popped up in the center. Hold on, let me get my glasses. It says,
Okay.
uh, well, hell. It says cannot start application. Application download did not succeed. Check your network connection or contact your system administrator or network service provider. And then it's got a button on yonder at the bottom says okay.
I believe your internet connection went away.
No, sir, it's fine.
Just
My
check.
internet, because I have a documentary uh, playing on the other thing there. Documentary, whatever, on the
What
page.
was that?
I got understand.
Okay, so can you close the movie for some time?
Well, it's on my TV. It ain't on my computer.
Okay, okay.
It's a nature
And what
thing.
options do you have on your computer screen? Can you tell me?
Well, it just got that one button says okay.
Okay. Click on
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. That takes me back to your little website with the gray on it, with the
Okay.
what you call it, uh, with the desert and the cactuses, and there's like a coyote or something in the background there.
Okay,
And then it's
you
got
got
that
the
box
welcome page
back in the
again?
yeah.
Yes.
What? Yeah.
Put the codes, right? Can you see
Okay.
the codes visible over there? Is it there or
No,
the place
sir.
is empty?
It's not there anymore.
Okay, wait for a moment.
Okay.
Is your TV connected to the internet connection?
Yeah.
Close it for some time. Just close it because it's making your laptop slow.
Okay.
Just close the TV for some time until we get this done
Okay.
and until we help you to get your refund back so that your laptop will work a bit faster.
Whoops. Okay, it's off.
Closed? Okay.
Yeah, it's
Now
closed
come
now.
back to your computer.
Okay.
Come back to your
Uh,
computer.
okay, I'm there.
Okay. Now on the right hand side, on the very right hand side top of your screen, do you see the three dots over there? The three dots
Where am I
on the
supposed to be
extreme
looking? I
right,
forgot.
on the extreme right top corner of your screen.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yes. Give a click on the dots.
Does it matter which one, or do we do all of them?
Just the dots. Just give a click.
Oh, they's all one thing.
Okay.
Why'd they put
Yes.
three dots on it?
Now,
Why didn't they just put one dot on it? That's weird.
uh,
Anyhow, it
that's their
says
policy.
new
Okay. Now
tab,
read
new
out the options
window.
for me. Which?
New tab, new window, new incognito window, person one, passwords not a fill, history
Downloads.
downloads, bookmarks and lists,
Downloads.
extensions, clear browsing
Downloads.
data, zoom, print, search this page with Google,
Sir.
translate,
Hello.
find and edit, save
Listen,
and
listen.
share, more tools,
Listen,
help,
sir.
settings, and exit.
Hello, listen.
Yes. You just
Give a
told
click
me
on
to tell you
download.
what I
Download.
saw on the thing there. That's all I was
Yeah,
doing.
so I was
And I
talking you,
did
but
it. I told you
you never
exactly what
stop.
I
You just
saw.
okay.
I don't
Do
know
you see
what
downloads?
else you'd want. What? I don't
Downloads.
know what else you want
Downloads.
me to do. What's that?
Downloads. Do you see downloads?
Download. Yes.
Yes. Click on that. Down. Can you put the phone on speaker mode so that you can hear me in a better way, or we'll both be clear? Because when I try to stop you, you just keep on talking and talking. So put the phone on speaker mode so that
Okay. All
it
right.
will
I'll
be
try to
easier for
be
you
better. I'll
to.
try. What?
Okay.
I'll try to
Did
pay.
you click on
I'll try to
downloads?
pay closer attention now.
Okay. Okay. Did you click on download, sir?
Yes, sir. That's what I told you a
Okay.
minute ago. You're not listening. Who's not listening now? There's a deal on here that
Okay.
says
What is the first
downloads, and
line
it's
you
got a
have?
list of all the things that's been
Okay.
downloaded onto the
What do
computer
you
here.
have
The
on the
first
top?
one
The
says
first one.
support.client.exe.
Okay.
And then
Now do one
underneath
thing.
that, there's like a movie or some.
No, no,
Yeah, it's a
no.
movie. And then there's one, it's a
Can you hear me?
picture.
Hello, sir. Listen,
What?
listen.
What?
Hello.
What? Can you
Give a
hear
click on
me?
the first option.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay. I was
I
just
can hear
making
you.
sure because
Okay.
it
Now
seemed
give
like
a
you
click
can't
on that
hear me
support
talking
client
because you keep
exe.
talking when I'm talking.
Give a click on that support client exe. Give a click on that. Double click and open it.
All right.
The first one, the first
Do
file.
you want to allow the following app
Allow
to
it.
make
Allow it.
changes to
Yes.
your computer? Well,
Hit
they
yes.
said there's button. Yeah, there's two buttons, yes and no. You want me to click on
Yes.
yes?
Hit yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Now it's doing that work again. It's like rotating. There's a deal spinning on the screen there. I don't know what that's all about.
Okay, wait for a moment.
Okay, now that little pop-up deal, the little word thing come up there again. Says cannot start application, blah 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 blah. Call you, contact you, system administrator, network service provider. I don't know what the hell that's all about. Why does it
Can you
keep
tell me
giving?
something? Is that your work computer? Is that your personal
Oh
computer? What
Lord,
is that?
no, Lord no. I mean, that's the one good thing. I talk bad about her sometimes. I did love her. But when
Sorry?
talking about my wife, the one that gave me the syphilis and the giant nut and all, she was
Mm-hmm.
all right. She did get me a life insurance policy that for herself. So when she passed
Okay.
on, we was able to pay off the house and everything. So I was able to retire. I didn't have to work at the pawn shop no more. We had a pawn shop that down in town. And the pawn shop, it
Okay.
sold normal pawn shop stuff, but I ran a special counter in the back behind a curtain that sold uh, what they told me to say adult novelties, but that's basically is like dirty toys. You know what it is. You know what I'm talking about. Anyhow,
Yeah.
so
Program cannot be started.
yeah, is there another way to do it?
No, sir. I'm so sorry.
Well, why? What the hell am I supposed to do with this $680 charge? We have to cancel it
Yes.
somehow.
Yes, but I'm not sure. Like, I tried my level best, but it seems like a computer is not allowing you to do anything.
Well, that didn't seem
Is it
right.
connected to any? What network is it connecting to? Is it connecting to any
You
federal
mean
network or
like the
something like that?
TV network, or what do you mean?
No, like your network. Is that your personal network? Do you
What do you
have
mean like the? You mean like the
Wi-Fi?
internet's? It's a AT&T
Yes, the internet.
or Direct
TNT.
TV or whatever it is. I I got a question. I do have a serious question
Yes.
for you. How long have you been
Sorry?
How long have you been stealing money from people for a living?
Haha, I know it.
You did. You just hung up. You can hang up all you want, sport, but it ain't gonna help you because your phone's about to go bananas. I'm going to call him on multiple numbers just because I don't like he hung up on me. I'm calling on 3 lines right now. Well, it would seem he's done for the day. That's what we do here, boys and girls. If you haven't clicked the follow button yet, what the are you waiting on? We do this every Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 9 on the West Coast and noonish on the East Coast there. And around 6 o'clock, or no, 5 o'clock in the UK. The rest of y'all, I can't keep up. But we do this every day, literally. And we're doing it to raise awareness. The more you share this, the more eyes we have on this content, the less people get scammed. Yes, it's funny and we have a good time doing it, but it's also for a purpose. I'm trying to do this to raise awareness so that your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts, uncles, elderly neighbors, middle school, junior high, high school, college age kids don't fall for the scams, because if themselves work, they know what to avoid and how to stay out of trouble. Keep going. Let's make some more calls. We have gotten some amazing calls today. If you are just joining, oh my heavens, go subscribe to the YouTube channel and do yourself a favor and go watch the first hour and a half of this live stream. I'm telling you, you will thank me. Renee, thank you very much for the signature jet. Oh, look, we're popular number 8 right now. That's pretty nifty. We're number 37 in the daily ranking. Holy smokes, that's a lot. We're doing well. Where are we at? We're to 7 and 6 are in our, well, hell, 7, 6, and 5 are in our sights. Kids, we're gonna blow this thing up before the day's out. Let's this one comes to us from Kayla. Kayla M. Do y'all want to call that guy back one more time, see if he answers? I don't think he will, but I still want to try it. Just for giggles. He was fun until he hung up. I'm only gonna give it a couple of rings. And then we'll call this new one. I've already called him from multiple different numbers. He didn't answer any of them. Thank you, VIP Auction Group. Yeah, he's done. He's got the rest of the night off. All right, we got ourselves another. This is an 856 number. Looks just like the other one we called earlier. That was so money. So let's see what we can do.
Thank you for calling support. My name is Paul. How may I help you?
Yes. Did you say Paul? Is that your name, honey?
That is my name. How may I help you?
Well, hi, Paul. My name is Beverly. I have received an email sometime this morning, and I just got it. It was in my spam folder, but it says that I've been billed $434.99. I'm not even sure if this is real or not, but I need to talk to your billing people or something to figure that out, please. Hello? Hello, Paul?
Beverly, can you help me out with the customer ID number or any invoice number so that I can check on the account?
Yes, I see an invoice number. It's very long. DFJK 578 SH 278.
Thank you. Allow me a moment over here so that I can check on the account. Can you hold the line for a minute or two, please?
Absolutely. Thank you, dear.
You're welcome, ma'am. Just a moment.
I thought he was on to me there for a second, but not so much. And this is extraordinary.
All right, I found the account over here, and you got a charge of $434.99, if I'm not wrong, correct?
That's correct, honey.
Okay. Now, this is basically for an antivirus software for your computer that helps to protect it from all the anti-malware and anti-hacking system. Now, the free 12 period got expired. That's why you're getting this
Thank you,
charges for
River.
the
Oh my
annual
gosh.
subscription. That you don't want it, right?
Oh, no. I don't even know I had it to begin with.
That's strange. Okay. No problem. If you don't want it, I can certainly help you out with the cancellation.
All right.
It's a small process that we need to follow. First, I need to assign you with my support team who's going to go ahead and deactivate the services from your computer. So for that, may I understand, are you online right now on a computer?
Well, yes, I'm sitting here looking at that email right now.
All right. Now, just to guide you properly, may I please understand which browser do you use to go online? Is that a Google Chrome, Mozilla Firefox, Microsoft Edge, or Safari? Which one do you use?
Yes, I just use that little Googler one, whatever it is.
Google. All right.
Yes.
Can you please open Google?
All right.
Once
Okay.
you open Google, you need to go on the extreme top of your screen where you see the long search bar. Do you see that?
Yes.
Over there, please type in www.
Uh-huh.
A as in Alpha,
Yes.
N as in Nancy, Y as in Yankee,
All right.
D as in David. Enter button and you will see something like better software, better technology. Do you see that?
Yes. Okay, yeah, it says better
Yeah,
software, the smart choice for remote access.
that's correct, ma'am.
All
Just
right.
below that, better software, you will see something like download now in red color. Do you see that?
Yes, there's a little red, like pill-shaped button.
That's correct. Click on download now one time,
All right.
and you will see a file is getting downloaded on your screen. Your file name should be anydesk.exe. Do you see that file?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Simply double click and open that file.
All right.
Once you open it, you will see something like your address with
Kiana,
bunch
I'm
of
not
numbers
using a
in
voice
red
changer.
color. Do you
I just
see
do the
that?
voice.
Yes.
Read me back those numbers, please.
All right. Oh, hold on. I have to get my glasses, honey.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. That's correct, honey.
All right. Now, just see next to that numbers, Beverly. You will see there is a small padlock which is in black color. Do you see that?
Yes. Like a padlock?
Please click on that. That's correct, ma'am.
All
Please
right.
click on that padlock one time, and I'm going to provide you with your one-time password to make this connection secured.
All right. Yeah, it says set password.
That is correct. Set password and confirm password below that, right?
Yes.
Now, kindly make sure
Thanks
your
for all the
password
follows,
that I'm
guys.
going to
I
provide
appreciate it.
you, it should be in lowercase, in small letters, and it's a combination of alphabets and numbers, and there should be no space in between, okay?
All right. That's fine.
Right, so your password is refund That's refund, refund,
Uh-huh.
and the number 434. You need
Okay.
to retype the password below that where it says the confirm password. Refund, REFU
Right.
434.
All right.
After that, please click on apply below that.
All right. I
After
did.
you click on apply, you will see interactive access on the top. Do you see that?
Yes, I do.
Please click on the third option that says never show incoming session request when your job is done.
All right.
Right now, leave your computer as it is, Beverly. I'm gonna connect your call. I'm gonna connect you with my technician first, who's gonna create a secure connection. And once the connection is secured, I'm gonna transfer this call to the refund department, who can provide you a cancellation form. Okay.
All right.
All right. Now, once they are trying to get connected, Beverly, you will see something like allow access on your screen. Once you see that, please click on allow.
All right. I don't see anything yet.
You will. You will.
Oh, okay.
Just give me a moment. You will in a couple of seconds.
This is kind of exciting.
Okay. Now, in like 5 seconds, you will see allow access.
All
Once you see it,
right.
please click on allow so that they can start working.
All right. All right. Now there's a little thing that's popped up. It's like a chat box that's come on my screen, and it says administrator 155
Oh, is
913
this your deck?
7994. I beg your pardon?
Is is this your deck
What what do you mean?
on the screen?
Well, that little thing disappeared off my screen. I don't know what happened to it.
Ah, oh, don't lie.
What?
You are watching porn.
Well, technically, we both are. Did you like it?
Oh, that's a wonderful thing.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I do love it. You asshole.
You love my what?
You are an asshole. You ass liquor bitch.
I get that a lot from you guys. I really do. Hey, I got a question for you. Are you
Pick up
no?
that
Come on
cock.
now.
You know,
You got to think it's funny a little
scoop
bit.
it up.
You got to think it's
Motherfucker cock
funny a
liquor
little
bitch.
bit, don't you? A little bit funny. Come on. Just a little bit funny. Come on. Huh?
You
Don't
are a
get.
motherfucker cock sucking bitch, you know.
Well, yeah, as I said, I've been told that many times, mostly by scammers, but that's okay. It's all in good fun. Aren't you? I mean, come on. It's a little bit funny. You have to admit.
Do you know that I have access to your computer and I can fucking ruin your life now?
You don't have access to anything. And I'll bet your day is about to get worse than mine. Do you want to bet me? Is your phone ringing right now?
Oh, in your dreams, baby.
Don't call me baby. If you don't
No,
mean
it's
it,
not
don't call me
ringing.
baby unless
What's
you mean
ringing?
it.
We are using a latest AI, right? To- We are using it because we need to get rid of people like you who
Are
are
you
trying
talking
to spoil our business.
are you talking about well, stop stealing. Stop stealing for a living and then I don't have a job
I am
anymore.
talking.
Well, I mean, I don't understand why you don't
It's not
do you,
stealing.
listen.
It's not stealing. It's doing a business. You understand, you know?
It's not
It's
a
not really
business.
one
It is
of
organized crime.
in
It's
the
not a
whole world.
business.
Everything is a scam.
I
You know,
can't.
the food you are eating, right? The food you are eating, the shelter, the that you call a house where you are staying. Everything, every fucking thing is a scam. It is a business. It is a very fast-growing business that we are running over here. So what do you think? You can use a flooding app and you can send us multiple calls and we will not have a system set up to stop all those things. That's your bad thought. Okay.
Well, I can stop you for today. My guess is I already have. You want me to prove it?
You cannot stop us for today.
I wish I had a
I'm
dollar.
letting you
I
on.
wish I had a dollar for every one of you guys
I'm
that told me I couldn't do anything to them.
you
Your phone is really bad. I don't know what's like. You've got a lot of static on your phone or something. I think it's maybe the incoming calls or something. I'm not sure.
yeah, lots of static. Oh, yes, because I'm using a voice changer.
No, you're not. Oh, and Andrew.
Let me hear.
It always cracks me up that you guys say that. I just happen to do voices.
This is my actual voice. This
No,
is
honey.
my
See, if I want
actual
to
voice.
talk to you like this,
And then immediately switch to this, and then I can go over here to something like this, and I can switch it all I want. Just hey, listen. Let's honest to God. Let me hold on. Let's have an actual conversation because you're not going to make any more money today. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not. Okay, and that's fine. What I want to know is, honest to goodness, how long have you been scamming? Because I try to tell your side of the story. I really do.
For today, it's enough. So it doesn't matter if we don't make any more for the rest of the day. We had made a very good amount, 75 fucking $1,000. That's not a small amount. Okay,
You
so
didn't
I
make
don't fucking care if
$75,000.
you're flooding.
No, wait. I
So
know
now
that you did not make
I have more details
$75,000. I
as
already
well.
know that you didn't.
That is correct. 75 fucking $1,000. I
You
already
did
have
not
that,
make.
and
You did not make
I,
that.
why would I discuss you with that? Okay, where would I have that money? Right? I have accounts all over the world in Thailand, in Bangkok, in China,
I know
in
you do that so you
Australia.
can so the
I
money
do
can't be
have many
traced.
vendors who can,
Okay,
uh,
listen. I
fight my black money. So
so here listen.
care about this thing
Here's what I want to tell you.
right now. Okay,
Listen.
not
I'm
gonna
being
harm
nice.
me
I'm
just
being nice to you.
because of one person.
I'm
Right?
being nice
It's
to
not
you.
gonna harm me one person.
Okay, well, like I
I
said, I know
already
it's not
have
going to shut you down
enough.
permanently,
That
but it's going to shut you down for today.
just for the
And
day.
whether you want to admit that or not, it doesn't matter. I already know it's fact. Okay. So, I mean, here's the thing. I'm curious as to how you guys end up doing this. That's what I'm curious about. Like, was there just no other jobs? Is that how you ended up doing it? Or was it a conscious decision? Like you really wanted to do it? And you can be honest. I'm not here to track you. I'm not here to steal all your money or anything like that. That's not what I'm after. I want to be able to tell your side of the story. I don't like hate you. I don't like what you do, but I don't hate you. And I understand why a lot of people do it. I just want to know why you do it. He's got me on mute. He's just listening. He's checking his computer right now. And he was saying all this stuff about getting in, or he's just looking for me on YouTube right now, which is what a lot of you just don't want to talk now. Because the alternative is we just start making.
No, I want to talk with you.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to inform a couple of my partners about the thing that you did right now.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Go on, let's talk. Let's have a good conversation because it will take time,
Yeah. To reset. You got to reset everything.
start blasting on new toll-free number and to start getting calls from all of the fools around US. So that's okay. I have like good 10 minutes to talk. Come
Okay.
on.
Well, I mean, I'm serious when I tell you, I kind of want to tell your side of the story because everybody always talks about, all the bad things that scam baiters do. And, we shut them down and we did all that. That's all fine and dandy. But what I really want to know is, I mean, I know the stories of 1,000 guys like you that, they come out of school, they get picked up right away, they start making calls, or the guys that get trafficked and whatever, and they have no choice. They end up having to do this. I'm just curious, like, how did you end up doing it?
So my story is not like that. You
Okay.
know,
Okay. Did you
my story is not like that.
did you start in a
I didn't graduate. In fact, I'm a postgraduate person.
I
Okay.
hear that. I hear that a lot. I was going to say you're actually a very
Yeah, but
intelligent guy.
okay. Let's tell you my story. I was working for a very good organization, right? They were going paying me good enough, all right, good enough to run my house. But again, a man has many responsibilities,
Mm-hmm.
many responsibilities that a man can and cannot sometimes fulfill to his family. So what those people did is, when it was COVID-19, you know,
Yeah. Yeah.
every single companies were giving job or like work from home. But this bastard, he didn't give me any job. All right.
Mm-hmm.
In spite of that, he stopped our payment since November. Like we got COVID, into picture in India since like February, but he stopped my payment from November. So can you imagine November, January, December, 3 months salary was already with him. And
Yeah.
after that, what the fuck he did is he
Yeah.
stopped my payment. And how should I run my family?
Sure.
What should I feed them? Right?
Yeah.
I got angry. I just informed my boys. I went up to his house. I I ruined his whole house, whole bungalow. I took
Mm-hmm.
everything from him. Hit him so hard that he was in ICU for like a week,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then when I was trying to search a job within COVID and after COVID too, no one was ready to provide me that. Okay, the
Mm-hmm.
reason was they were like you have a gap. Now you have a gap of 5 months. Now we cannot pay you the amount that you were earning before COVID. Now you need to go 30% down. 30% down, like seriously,
Mm-hmm.
it's not it's not possible.
Which wasn't
It's not
enough for you
possible.
to feed your
It is
family and pay your
even the
bills.
same thing when I was not earning because all of that money is gonna go to the basic expenses. Basic. I need
Yeah.
to run three families, and it's not easy in this day. All right. If you have $1,000 income, right, for a month, if you're running like if you're doing two jobs or three jobs, if you're earning $1,000, it's not enough to run three families.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I hear that a lot, man. And you take care.
So
You take care of your parents. I'm guessing because you said three families, so you take care of your parents. I'm guessing, right? And then your own family, and then someone else.
obviously,
Yeah.
I'm not just taking care of my family. I'm taking care of my wife's family. I'm taking care of my grandmother. All right, grandmother. I have a grandmother. I have an uncle. They both are not working. They are very old. I'm taking care of
Yeah.
them. Apart from that, I also do like some kind of socialized things. Right? I feed these stray dogs and cats. I have a small what we call like a thing for them. I am very connected to the pets. I do that as well. So if you tell me that I'm scamming people, I'm looting money, I'm not looting money, all right? This is the scam, all right? When the day when I got to understand like everything what we are eating, whatever we are, throwing into our stomach, everything is a waste. the frozen food, the junk food, whatever you eat, everything is a scam. The product is, all the materials and everything, they are costing like approximately 5 cents. They are selling that to $5.
Hmm.
A lot of many more things, all over around the world. I have been through like half of the world now, and I've seen many this kind of things. So I don't think it's wrong thing I'm doing.
Well,
Politicians,
well, let me tell you this because
what they are doing. What they are
yeah,
doing. The
I
politicians,
agree.
what they are doing. They're just giving us the false commitment. They're looting the common people's money. They are filling their pockets. They are buying houses, private jets, villas, islands. What they are doing, they are also doing the same. But the thing is, they are doing in a bigger picture, and they have the power. So there is no one to catch their collar, to catch them, right? Or to put them into the bars. What people are behind? The people are behind us, because we are a small thing. We are the small thing in this big scam world. We are a small thing. So people are putting their hands on us.
Yeah. Well, here's what I want you to know, very honestly. And I mean, I know we kind of met in a weird way and whatever, but I do want you to understand. I hear this story all the time. I really do. And it makes me sad in a way because I wish it wasn't like that for you, genuinely. And I try and encourage people, as aggravated as they may be, as upset or mad or pissed off as they may be, I try to encourage people, if you were in his shoes, if you had to take care of your own family, your wife's family, your own parents, and there was literally no other jobs, how far would you go? Would you potentially steal? And, when you pose it like that to people, sometimes the answer is yes, I would. So that's what I try to get people to understand. And by letting you tell me these things, it affords me the opportunity to kind of share that message a little bit. And I mean, again, I don't like what you do, but I have a certain understanding of why you feel the need to do it. And the questions that people always ask me are, does he feel bad about doing it? Do you, and that's an honest question. Do you feel guilty at all doing it?
Obviously not. Why would I feel guilty? Because the thing I told you, the whole world is running with a scam. All right, this is something like it's a clear picture when a person can understand. Okay, this is a scam. But there are many more things. I have lots of examples. Okay, lots. Like in everything, there is a scam, but people are not just raising their voice. As I just gave you, the biggest scam of the whole world are the politicians, all right? The
I
ministers,
agree.
the PM, the C. They are the biggest scammers, right? So if they are not for common people, for the people they are putting taxes, that tax, for everything there is a high amount of tax.
Hmm. Yeah.
Crypto or in every food items, if you purchase something like for 1 cent, you purchase like something for 1 cent, still there is a tax, and that 1 cent. I have noticed that. I have been through recently in Thailand. I have seen the lifestyle they are in. All right, or if you have been in Bangkok, I don't know, the chicks which are on the road there, they are what they are basically doing is they are selling their body in order to get money.
Just to
But
eat.
someone, yeah, just to eat. That is a fact. But in some scenarios, or for some people, the thing is, it's a very bad thing, because they have some morals and things, set up for their lifestyle. So for them, it's a very bad thing. They will be like, oh shit, what the fuck they are doing? They are just selling their body. But actually, the picture, you need to come into their shoes, right? See, I am not telling you that all of the girls are the same, all right, who are doing this. Some of them are really in need who are selling their body, but not all of them, right? But
Hmm.
nowadays, all of this OnlyFans and many more fucking websites are there, are around the globe. What they basically these websites are encouraging all the girls around the globe to remove their clothes to get money. So what these girls realize is they don't sleep with someone to earn money. They can simply show their breast of this and that, and they can get money. So this is how the world is running, my brother. You
Yeah.
know. So if you ask me that if I'm feeling bad about this, I would be very blunt. I am not feeling bad about it because the whole world is running in the same way, in a bigger picture or in a smaller picture. But everything is a scam around the world.
Yeah. Well, let me ask you this. Let me frame it a different way. If it happened to your own parents or to your wife's parents, how would you feel?
To be honest with you, I have been scammed 2 times, and you cannot imagine the amount of money we lost.
Yeah.
Okay, that can be also a motivational factor, for me to do this because people
Yeah.
have done this to me, and you won't imagine what they have done is right. They took access of my cell phone. Okay,
Mhm.
they start recording a video and they post it on my Facebook page. By
Mm.
using and the same way you showed me upon her, the thing they did it with my picture, my video, and with a girl.
Mm.
I have a part of this. There are many reasons I am doing this. Uh, many I could have ever explained to anyone.
Yeah.
We get a call from cops. On a daily basis. We pay them a bone. We give them a bone, and they are good with it. So everything is good.
Yeah. Well, if you let me ask you this. Like you said you got postdoctorate, so you went to uni and then you went to you got like a master's or PhD or whatever. W- What field? Like what job were you wanting, you know, in your youth before you got into all this stuff? Like what were you doing before?
See, earlier I used to work in a call center. All right, I was a sales executive. All right, I got promoted to a TL, a team leader. Then I got promoted to an assistant manager.
Mhm.
Right. So you could
Mhm.
have imagined if I'm an assistant manager of so and so organization, and if they are not paying me up, so you can imagine the amount of salary I would have earned that time, and they were not paying me. They already stopped my payment for like 3 months,
Yeah.
and I was doing good. I was happy, to be honest with you. Before the November, when they started doing all the shits, I was earning a good amount, and I
Mhm.
was very happy with that organization. In fact, I myself recruited 150 employees, candidates. I took their interview and I recruited them to the organization because it was that good.
Yeah.
Because I used to get that commission and everything, but I did that. But after the thing which they did with me, I would never recommend or I would never imagine to be a good place that I am right now. It's not feeling good what I'm doing. All right, stealing money from people, it's never a good thing. All right, I might be a selfish who would say that I'm doing a good job. I am happy. I'm not feeling bad. No, I'm not a selfish person. But there are many things happen in my life that encouraged me to do these things. You would not imagine. All right, the day I got this offer to do work in this thing, like this scam thing, I
Mhm.
denied it. The first thing I did, I denied it.
Mhm.
They gave me like 10 minutes to think. Again, I denied it. Hey, because I used to work, to be honest, in 2017, the same IRS. I used to work in that, but my colleagues, they were getting ill. All right, the money we were earning,
Mhm.
it was going to the medicines, to the doctor, XYZ things.
Mhm.
So I left it.
Mhm.
Right. So, and I was like, I thought like I will never do it again because that was my mindset, and that was the only reason. When after COVID, I got an offer for this work, I denied. But
Mhm.
again,
You
I
just
denied. I took my time. It took me 10 minutes. I took it. I still denied. And then I went ahead. out in the world. I gave interviews. They are not paying me enough. They are not paying me, to run a single family. So how would I run three different families?
Hmm.
So I was not having any choice.
Yeah.
And when I started working here, I am getting good amount, right? It
Hmm.
doesn't matter what money is it, okay? Because what my mindset is right now is, I'm working, I'm giving my 10 hours, 11 hours, whatever. I'm coming in office. I'm doing my work. My work. That that's it. Okay. I'm
Yeah.
getting a percentage of it. I'm not getting the whole amount. If I'm telling you that we cracked a sale for like $75,000, so
Right.
it comes
Uh,
into income, right?
Yeah.
It comes breaks, and hardly I'll get like 10,000 or 15,000.
Yeah.
That much commission will take, the mediators would take. So I'll get like 10, 15 grand. That's it. But that's okay for
Yeah.
today.
Well, and I mean, people always ask, and you kind of answered it. People always ask, like, how much money do they make compared to, like, if you worked in a real call center? I mean, I know how that works. You make, a couple of bucks a day, as opposed to doing what you do now. It's, from a money standpoint, it's easy to see the option, like why you would choose it.
Obviously, because the biggest part of nowadays is, you, in spite of having many skills, like I am a great salesperson. Okay, I have got many incentives. In our last organization, where I was assistant manager, they promoted me from the sales executive to the assistant manager. And when I was a sales executive at that point of time, I have earned a good amount of incentive, not in just cash, but I have got the products like a microwave oven, a fridge, 40, because I was way too good
Stick
in
around till the end of
selling
this.
things.
Trust me.
But
Yeah.
here we are after
Yeah.
all that.
No, no, let me ask you this. Now that you know all of this, I mean, in terms of how much money is there, do you think you'll ever go back to a real job?
See, I will never deny it, to be honest. When we started the conversation, I was kind of rude to abuse you, right? But
Hmm.
I would never deny it. If I get a good opportunity, if I get I don't want a great opportunity, to be honest. I'm not a that selfish person. I need a decent job.
Yeah.
Okay. Uh, if I spend like, for an example, if I earn like $10 with my salary, I will spend $8, and at least $2 I need to save for my future or for any XYZ emergencies. That is what I think. But in spite of trying so many times, it's not getting accepted for any firm. I mean, some of the firms are asking money to give me a job in spite of I am having skills.
Yeah. Like you have to pay to even interview for a job. I've heard that
Exactly,
before too.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And the amount, I mean, the amount that they are asking, it is not a small amount.
Yeah.
It is not a small amount. That's the 6 month salary. They are asking in one shot. That's the 6 month salary. So it's
Yeah.
not. It's next to impossible.
Yeah.
I tried overseas. I tried in Gulf countries to get a job, but in the Gulf countries, the only problem is there are many placement companies, the consultancies who will place you over there, but there is no guarantee that
Yeah.
you'll get the same job that we are going to send you for.
Yeah.
Many of my friends, they have been targeted and got scammed with all those recruiters. They told that
Hmm.
you need to do so and so work, and once they are there, they are washing dishes, cleaning
Yeah. Or
floors.
the other thing
That
is,
person.
uh, I live in a place where I've heard this like very close to me, where there are these companies they're kind of like recruiters, and they promise people, hey, we're going to help you get your visa. We're going to help you get all your papers in order. We're going to bring you to the States. And then we're going to get you a job. And then when they get here, the job that they are given is something shady. It's a call center job that, they have 5 floors in a building, and the
Right.
first floor is real, but the other 4 are all scammers. That if they don't work that job, then they're going to get sent back to India.
Right.
So, well, listen, like I said, obviously, you're a very intelligent guy. I mean, and I knew that from the beginning of the call. I mean, I talked to a lot of you guys, obviously, and I know that there's guys that are just dirt poor and they don't have anything, and they do this because there's literally nothing else they can do, and so on. But I can tell you're very intelligent and educated. Um, you know, I do want you to know I don't like what you do, but I bet in a different universe, you and I could probably go and have a beer and talk about religion and politics and philosophy and probably get along pretty well. And I try to keep that in mind. And I try to remind other people that at the end of the day, you're a human being and you're in a difficult situation. And while some people may not agree with the decisions that you've made to feed your family, they're not really speaking from the same place you are. And I try to encourage people to remember that, you're still a human. Like it or not, what you do, the job, the money that you take, that kind of stuff, you know? So while it's easy to be angry, anger is a very easy emotion. Empathy is a very different emotion, and being able to try to understand, not accept and not approve of, but at least understand. And that's why I'm glad you actually talked to me. I am grateful for that, and I mean that. I really true that. I really honestly mean that.
Thank you for that. You know, I understand every single thing that you're telling me right now, and as I told you very bluntly that I denied for this job at the first. Still, at the back end mind, I do have certain thoughts. Like if I get a good opportunity, I need to quit this job because I'm not a boss over here. You would have understood till now. I am not a boss. This is not my business. I'm just
Yeah,
working for
yeah.
someone. Okay.
Have you ever?
So if you might
I'm
get
always curious about this. Have you ever even met your boss?
yes, I have.
But it's not somebody that you see very often.
Exactly.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. Like they have the guys that have, and a lot of them actually have legitimate businesses here in the United States. I hear that a lot, but they run the call centers in India because it makes them kind of hard to get a hold of and to touch. Um, in the organization that you work in, like how many people work for that organization? I mean, is it like a ton of people or is it a few?
Exactly. 497 people are working.
And are y'all just in one location? Are y'all like in a building or something?
No, on a different world,
Just
different
remote?
location.
Yeah, just like different remote locations. And then you just get a percentage of whatever you guys can get, right? Yeah. Well, listen,
Basically, it's a very long chain. It's a very very long chain. If you might have heard that in news in India, in Kolkata, there was a raid. Have you heard of that?
yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So what basically happened is all of those big shot people, big shot, and in a sense like all those big scammers, right?
Mhm.
Who actually do the second level work, right? Who get into the customer's bank account and do the maximum major stuff.
Mhm.
They ran off. When the raid was gonna come,
And they
they
just
have some cops. Yeah, they have, as I mentioned to you, they have cops to whom they feed their bone. So they informed them prior the raid, and they ran off. So it's a way too big chain that a person can ever imagine. People are connected from Pakistan, people are connected from Sri Lanka, people are connected from Philippines, people are connected from Bangkok, from Thailand, from USA, from America as well. who are, guiding us how you can fool Americans. This strong
Yeah,
word, but yeah,
it's
it's a
true.
fact.
It is what it is. I mean, the I'm curious. Um, do you run a team? Like, do you kind of manage a team, or are you by yourself?
I don't run a team.
Yeah. Um,
I I'm no longer an assistant manager.
yeah.
Again, a sales representative.
Do you know anybody that's ever been caught up in a raid?
I don't think so. But it's sometimes when it happens, we are basically
So you hear about it, but you don't. You've never been affected by it. He just hung up. I don't know if he hung up or if the connection sounded like it was getting bad. I'll leave it here in case he calls, and I'm not going to get on the phone just yet, just in case he calls back. But here's the deal, guys. Come in, and there's a lot of you that I know have never. I do this pretty frequently where I talk to these guys, and I see a lot of comments about this guy and so on. But here's what I say to that. Number one, as I told him, and it's true, try to remember he's a human. He doesn't sound. There's things that he said that you're like, what a shitbag this guy is. But in reality, he's taking care of his family. He's taking care of his own parents. He's taking care of his wife's parents. Okay. I'm not saying that how he does it is right. Try to think about how many Americans are taking care of their own family, plus their parents and their in laws. And on top of that, they take care of stray animals and so on. Now, I know a lot of people, their gut is to say, yeah, Kim, he steals. Okay. Is he right about the politicians? Hell yeah, he is. Is India, Indian government corrupt? I mean, I'm hardly an Indian governmental expert, but yeah. The American government corrupt? Yeah. Why would we expect it to be any different from him? And that's why I try to encourage people. It's very easy to get angry. Anger is such an easy emotion. What takes strength, what takes skill and a different kind of heart is to say, okay, yeah, but why? Why is it like that? Why is it so ultimately his government is corrupt? He lost a job. How many of you guys were impacted by COVID? Right? Yeah, but I didn't go out and steal. No, you had other options. Your government gave you some free money, a little bit, not much, and it didn't make up for everything that you lost. But they also didn't let you lose your house if you had a mortgage. They, gave you unemployment type stuff, and there is some, um, there was some safeguards, some protections, and keep in mind that many of you were not starving already. Okay. And again, please understand, I am not excusing what these guys do. I hate it more than any of you. I have a fucking daily show about it. But I want to tell these guys and ladies sides of the story sometimes because I want people to just kind of for a moment excuse the anger, set it to the side, pause and imagine what would be in sympathy. I'm not sympathetic, right? And then there's people that are going to get all splitting hairs. I mean, say, well, that's not really empathy. I understand why he does what he does. I don't like it. I don't excuse it. I'm not justifying or rationalizing what he's doing. I'm just saying, if I were in his shoes, what would I do? I mean, could I honestly say that if the bottom fell out for me and it was steal from people in India or let my family starve? Sorry. And if any of many of you, if you were honest with yourself, you'd say the same thing. And it's not the same in India or a lot of these countries. that he talked about, it's not the same where you can just pick up a phone. I say all the time, if you got a phone and an internet connection, even if it's at Starbucks, you have no excuse to not eat, to not make some money. You can. But it is they don't have that same level of opportunity that we do. That's just one of the things that we need to take stock and be appreciative of, the opportunities that we are given solely because of the location of our birth. That's it. Again, it's not right, but given his situation, is it understandable? It's unfortunate for him. He's a very intelligent guy. And I mean, you talk to enough of these guys, you can tell which ones are just poor and uneducated and they don't have any other prospects, period. This guy does, but they're just not that available. And then he goes and he does it and he starts making, 10 grand a month. And he's like, well, shit, this is kind of a hard thing to argue. And he does, his wife may or may not. His in-laws probably don't. And he has to carry that around with him. And please remember the difference between the beginning of that conversation, where he's cussing at me and telling me what a piece of shit I am and everything else, and the end of that conversation, where he suddenly becomes a very human person, soft-spoken. He was able, in the span of that 20 minutes, to maybe, his gut is to just word vomit his rage and dissatisfaction and disenchantment and cynicism. But when that was gone, now we're talking about the real shit. He was desperate, disenchanted, maybe still. But later on in the conversation, were you paying attention when he says, of course I don't like what I do? That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not excusing it. I'm not justifying it. Don't at me with that bullshit. I'm just telling you, imagine, give some real honest to God thought about, if you had no other option, would you do it? And well, I'd go work at 7-Eleven. They don't have, the irony, that was wrong. They don't have 7-Elevens where you can just go and get a job for, $15 an hour or whatever the hell the minimum wage is, $7 an hour. They don't have that as an option. Their options are call center, legit call center where they make shit money, $5, $2 to $5 in a day, or they scam. And it's really like that in a lot of places. You heard him talking about the cops getting paid off. People always, they're always like, why don't you do more to get them arrested? What the fuck am I going to do here? Right? I do my part to protect our people, my people in the United States. Make them aware. Make them conscious of how this shit works so that they don't get taken advantage of. That's my part. But I mean, if the Indian government and the law enforcement over there, CBI, they're not really doing a lot, because if they did, imagine the utter collapse that would take place in India right now. If you just eliminated all of the scam calls, 100%, all the call centers, got rid of it, 1,000%. Imagine what would happen to the economy over there and how many people would die, literally, of hunger, illness. Why did the raid comment scare him so bad? I don't think it necessarily scared him. It's just, these guys they're faced with all kinds of really ugly realities that many of us can't fathom. And again, I mean, and I do see people, and I know people are like, we're talking about raiding the call centers. The government comes in, or law enforcement comes in and raids the call centers and takes a bunch of people to jail. And then the big boss goes in and cuts them a check for 100 grand, not check, cash, 100 grand. And then all those guys immediately get released and they go back to work in the following day. That's it. I mean, it is a corrupt system. And this guy has seen that firsthand. Now he knows that the people with the money, who are in many cases just flat out crooks, are the ones controlling what's happening on the street level in these call centers. Yes, there are legitimate call centers. There are legitimate call centers. Would you work 10 to 12 hours a day in a legitimate call center for $2 a day? Okay. And that's $2 a day in a legit call center in India. You're killing it. That's high end. So let's say $3. That's pretty generous. $3 a day, 22 days a month. Okay. Think about it. And then there's quotas and productivity things they have to meet and so on and so forth. I just think that people need to recognize that, it's not as easy for them as it is for us. Again, not excusing it, not rationalizing it, justifying, none of that. I'm just saying, think about what it must be like for them sometimes. So, yes, no, it's not okay to scam people for money. I never said that. And I'm going to keep doing what I do to bust them every day. And, hopefully entertain you guys. But I want to make your mom and dad and grandma and grandpa and aunt and uncle and elderly neighbors and middle school and junior high and high school age kids, college age kids, a little more savvy so that they don't get taken. Because once the financial incentive is gone, they stop doing it. So, yeah, they don't have Social Security over there. That's a valid point. They don't have anything like that over there. Today was an amazing day, guys. It really, truly was. And I know, and look, I know there's comments in there, people saying there's no excuse and this and that. I get it. You're right. But here's what I want you to do. I want you to put yourself in that situation. And I would just go get a job. Okay. Imagine if your rent was $1,000 a month and the only legitimate job you could get paid you $500 a month. What do you do? And that's before you have to feed your wife and kids and whatever. Guys, really study. If you're truly interested, really go and look into what it's like a day in the life living there. Not justifying it, not excusing it. I don't approve. I have a show 20 hours a week busting these guys. So I get it. Try to be a little bit empathetic. That's all I'm saying. Okay? Because if, charity begins at home, everything begins at home. How you raise your kids. Are they going to be better people? Yes. Are you going to be better parents than your parents were? Hopefully. I think a lot of us do. I certainly, I know for a fact that I am and have been. Right? We want our kids to have more opportunities than us. We want whatever. That's cool here. Then it's like, okay, well, what about my city? What about my state? What about my country? And then you start thinking in terms of what can we do around the world? Maybe think about who you vote for and what their vote on something that impacts India. Like, should we send money to India while they're scamming us day in and day out? My answer is fuck no. Who did you vote for? Go check the voting record and see if they voted for all the shit that went to India last year. You don't like Pakistan? Cool. See who you voted for. Check their voting record on shit that went to Pakistan. Did they vote for it? And it's like, okay, now you're aware. Now here's what I want you to do. Now I want you to sit down and write an email or a letter to those elected officials and go, hey, I noticed that you voted for this aid package that gave $10 million to India. The FBI just came out with a report last month that said the scammers took $10 billion away from Americans. How in the do we continue supporting a country that is so heavily involved in that? Get an answer. Right? But it does start at home. And empathy is something that I promise you is a good platform. It's a good foundation for you to start that kind of stuff. And I'm not telling you which way to vote. I'm not telling you to vote left or right or red or blue, or I'm not telling you any of that. I'm just saying, if you're a voter, and you should be, people desperate for the same right we have to vote. And I guarantee you 50% in these live streams right now don't vote. Bet on it. There's plenty that do, but not enough. 50% of the country doesn't vote every election, presidential election, national election. So just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? And no matter what, I'm still going to love you. I don't give a shit who you pray to. I don't give a shit who you voted for last time or who you're going to vote for this time. I really don't care. I don't care if you like pineapple on pizza, baby. If you hate robocallers and scammers as much as I do, you're in the right fucking place. And we finna do this shit every Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. Central. If you haven't clicked the follow button by now, I don't know if there's any hope for you, but you should click the follow button right now. You should. The comments are going so fast, I literally can't even read them. Thank you, Summer. Thank you for all the heart me's, guys. Thanks for everything. You guys have really come through for me today. And I appreciate that. I'm not here to change your mind. I'm here to open it, because I understand that the value of a closed fist is pretty limited. The value of an open hand, it can give, it can receive. A lot of good things that can be done. Same thing with minds. Just keep that in mind. Your heart is big, my friend. I appreciate you and glad I found your channel. My brother scams people face to face. I disowned him around 2009 because I had people coming up to me. My God, I'm so sorry. That's terrible. I hate to hear that. And he has options. That's a different thing for sure. So listen, I say this at the end of every single live stream. I hope it resonates with you a little bit. Today, tonight, tomorrow, the rest of the week. Love yourselves and love each other. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Because I firmly believe in my heart of hearts that we can overcome any challenge, any adversity, solve any problem that we face as a human collective on the planet. If we just do those 4 simple things: love yourselves, love each other, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. I'll see y'all tomorrow at 11 a.m. Till then, Ruck Fobocalls. Y'all take care.